Welcome to another episode of When You Understand. To kick things off, here are the answers for last week's twists. Did you figure them out? If you didn't watch last week's episode or don't particularly care about the answers, feel free to skip ahead to this week's stories. I've added chapter breaks to the video. But before then, let's check the answers. First, the live stream. A streamer visits all sorts of haunted and abandoned locations, and for this particular stream, visits an abandoned fish factory in a harbour at the bottom of a mountain, where a murder once took place. Whilst looking around the building, his viewers start telling him to run. He thinks they're talking about a ghost that he can't see, but after feeling dizzy, he suddenly gets the hell out of Dodge. He ends by being thankful that his viewers warned him, because if they hadn't, he probably wouldn't have lived. So, what happened here? At first, the streamer thinks that the viewers are trying to warn him of a ghost, even though he can't see anything in the video. For a moment he feels dizzy, and then he realizes what's going on. He's at the foot of a mountain, right on the edge of the harbour, and it's not ghosts that are coming for him. It's an earthquake. He wasn't dizzy, it was the earth shaking beneath him. If he hadn't run, then he may have died in that abandoned building sitting on the harbour as the earthquake struck. Second, let me be reborn. A man is drowning in the Aegean Sea. He screams to the Kami-sama to let him be reborn in his next life as a sea creature because drowning is so painful. The Kami-sama grants his wish, allowing him to return as his sacred beast in the next life. When he is reborn in the sea, the man suddenly laments his decision. Why? Naturally, the god of the Aegean Sea is Poseidon, and one of his sacred beasts, or sacred animals, is the dolphin. Poseidon kept his word to this man who couldn't swim, and let him be reborn as a creature of the sea. But as a dolphin. Dolphins still need to breathe air, and can technically drown, so while Poseidon kept his word, the man fell into despair as he realized that not much was going to change this time around either. So how did you fare with these ones? Did you manage to guess both answers? Let me know how you did in the comments below. And now, without further ado, let's head into this week's first story. This one's called The Scribbled Message. One day, a man visited his friend in the hospital. Hey, how's things? How are you doing? His friend could only groan in return. He was covered in tubes and couldn't speak. I'm so sorry. Hey, if there's anything you'd like me to tell your son, write it down on this piece of paper. I'll make sure to give it to him, the man said. The friend groaned again. What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? His friend quickly scribbled something and then fell limp. He had passed away. On the day of his funeral, the man ran into his friend's son. Your father left this behind right before he died. Seemed he really wanted to tell you something. Eh? The boy replied. He left this for me? When the boy looked at it, he was speechless. The last thing his father wrote was, move. So what do you guys think really happened here? Let me know in the comments below. And we have one more story for you this week. This one's called The Important Test. Today was the day of a very important test. I did my best to answer carefully without making any careless mistakes. But I forgot to write my name on the answer sheet. Crap. By the time I realized, it was too late. And then I woke up. Oh, thank God. My name actually was on the sheet. I handed it in as the chime rang. So what do you guys think really happened in this week's stories? Leave your answers in the comments below and then tune in again next week to find out. Until then, stay safe guys, and I'll see you again next time.